So about 2 months ago, I traveled from South Florida all the way to the west coast of California. And here's some things that nobody tells you about driving across the country. So we started the trip crossing Alligator Alley onto the Gulf side of Florida, eventually stopping in Tampa, and it got dark pretty quick, but we wanted to knock out as much of Florida as possible. So we ended up stopping at a Love's Travel Stop. And honestly, that place became our second home, but more of that later on in the video. So we knocked out for the night and we got up pretty early, I think about 4 to 5 a.m. just to continue on driving for the rest of Florida. So I just woke up, it is now 6:30 and we're gonna start heading up more north towards the Panhandle, towards Pensacola. And there is a Buc-ee's in Alabama that's like on the border with Florida. So we're gonna start making our way over there. Stopping here and there for some editing breaks, some posting breaks, because we are filming this whole road trip in the process of actually driving through the country. So yeah, we wanted to manage our time with posting and editing as well as driving and balance that so we're not taking too long to drive, but we're also not taking too long to post. So after our little editing stop, we finally make our way into our next state, which would be Alabama. Made it to the Buc-ee's in Alabama, as you can see right here, filling up the tank now. We just got some food. Of course, you have to get the infamous brisket sandwich whenever you come to Buc-ee's. That's like a must get every time you're here. Now during this time, gas prices weren't as crazy as they are now. I can fill up my tank for $40 to $45 using premium too. And that's a full tank. We were lucky that at least the first half of the trip wasn't too crazy on gas. And you'll see later on what they came to be as the US progressed into these crazy gas prices. But as we got into Alabama, Alabama has something very important, and that is Buc-ee's. If you know Buc-ee's, this is like the mecca of gas stops. If you're doing a road trip and that state has a Buc-ee's in it, you're gonna stop there at least once. Buc-ee's is just a whole experience in itself, so I highly recommend you stopping by if you ever were to come across a road trip or do a road trip yourself. Definitely stop there if it's in that state. As it got later on in the day, we left Alabama and made our way into Mississippi. And at this point, you may be wondering, where are you guys sleeping? To be cost efficient, we were sleeping in the cars. As you saw from the videos and some comments that I got, yes, I did sleep in the car. And honestly, probably some of the best sleep that I've gotten. Really comfortable. I mean, I'm 6'4" and I'm saying this, that it was comfortable to sleep in my tiny GR86 coupe. Yeah, all I needed was a pillow, a blanket, and I was set pretty much. Of course, a bed would be the most comfortable, but you gotta work with what you got. Sleeping in the car is free, other than spending $100+ at a hotel, wasting money on that because, you know, we want to get through the states as quickly as possible. So that just wasn't like needed to get a hotel. Plus, on some of our previous trips to Tennessee in the past years, we've slept at Buc-ee's before and we know that it's a safe place to stay for the night. And I had full faith that we were going to be fine in the cars. So yeah, that's just what it was, and turned out pretty fine. Now, the one thing Buc-ee's doesn't have are showers. And of course, you have to shower every night. Like, come on, we're not driving this whole way without showering. But this is where Love's Travel Stop comes into effect, because there you can actually rent out a shower for around $17 to $20 per shower, and you have unlimited time in there. Now, of course, you're not gonna be staying 2+ hours, but it's really nice of them that you don't really have a time limit to, you know, get in, get out. You can take your time, you can freshen up as long as you need. And we really liked the convenience of having that in Love's Travel Stop as well. And when you break down the cost for $100+ for a hotel compared to $17 to $20 for Love's Travel Stop, you can sleep there, you can shower there. I'm taking Love's Travel Stop any day. And yes, those showers were pretty nice, I can't lie. Was not expecting how nice it would be, but Love's, you outdid yourself with that one. After Mississippi, we headed into Louisiana and got some more editing done there. I think this is about day 3 or 4 of the trip. We were in Louisiana. Didn't stay there for too long, but after that we got into Texas, and man, nobody talks about how big Texas is. I know everyone's like, everything's bigger in Texas, but like, when you actually like experience it, then you definitely know that everything's bigger in Texas. That drive felt endless. Like, I don't know, there's no way to like describe how long that drive felt through Texas. But at least there were a lot of Buc-ee's to stop at along the way, because it did originate in Texas, and I think there's like 30 plus Buc-ee's locations in Texas. While we were in Texas, we met up with some friends and we hung out with them for the day, and they were kind enough to let us stay the night, and they cooked for us, and we really appreciate what they did for us for that day. It was our first real sleep and showers in days, so thank you again for that. And while we were there, they recommended us to go to the White Sands National Park, and that is where we went. So we headed out of Texas into New Mexico and finally went to our first national park ever, the White Sands National Park. Made it to the White Sands National Park. First stop, I think we're only like 2 miles into this whole thing. It's a like 16-mile circuit, but stopped right here. Gonna get some pictures. Look at the view. Like, you can literally walk all the way. I see people walking all the way on these sands. And let me tell you, that place was so unique and different. It felt like we were on a whole different planet. Like, it genuinely looked like we were surrounded by snow, but it was just sand, and it was like 100 degrees and burning hot. But just like the view of it, the look of it, the scenery was on a whole different world. The amount of pictures and like content from that place that we got was amazing. I posted about that place, the pictures, and yeah, first time I guess off-roading the 8.6, as you saw. Definitely one of the coolest places I've ever been to before. Oh, and we also got stopped by Border Patrol along the way. We just went through Border Patrol. That was so random. We're not even near, I mean, I guess this is a state like right next to Mexico, but we didn't get like searched or anything. She just asked, am I a US citizen? I said yes, and then she let me through. That's the first time experience. Having to pull off on like a highway and you're following all these cars through this little Border Patrol station was different, but given the circumstances of the US now, I don't expect anything less from that. So yeah, it was just a unique experience. And after New Mexico, we made our way into Arizona, and it felt like California was closer than it ever was before. It felt like I was in like Looney Tunes or something, watching the Roadrunner with all these cactuses. And somewhere in Arizona, we got our first In-N-Out meal of the trip. Of course, as everyone knows, In-N-Out is like the staple burger place of California, and man, that burger was different. And I missed that burger from the first time we went to California. That whole town, I think it was called Lima or something like that. I'm not too sure, the town of that part of Arizona, but it felt like we were in a scene from Cars, like we were in Radiator Springs. Just all the old classic vehicles, all the old American cars, like just felt like a movie scene. Then finally, the moment that we've been waiting for the entire trip, trying to make our way into California. Our first stop was San Diego. And immediately it felt different. Coastline, the mountains, the palm trees, it just felt like something out of a movie. Then getting into downtown LA, experiencing that, going to Erewhon, seeing the ridiculous prices for groceries. I mean, that was just an experience in itself. But one thing nobody tells you about California is how massive the state is. Like, here in Florida, you can go from Miami to Orlando in 3 to 4 hours, and that's basically the whole state. That's basically where most people travel to. But to go from LA to the Bay Area, it's like 7 to 8 hours. And we drove inland too, so we couldn't even experience like the coastline highway drive. But we did get to see snow-capped mountains and the more inland side of the state. That was nice too, but coastline driving is really what state is known for. But eventually we made it into the Bay Area and we met up with some more friends. And honestly, that day ended up being one of my favorite days of the whole trip. We had been to the Bay Area before, but flying there is completely different than driving there. going on Highway 1 by the Bay Area to get from San Jose to San Francisco. That drive in and itself was crazy. First coastline drive because we didn't get to do it from LA up the state, but going from San Jose to the bridge along that coast, I would do it 100 times again. And then seeing the Golden Gate Bridge in person again, but with my car and taking more pictures and videos, and just the background was so nice. Like that whole day, just hanging out with the friends, doing all car stuff and eating new food with, yeah, like I would relive that day again and again and again. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, once we got to California, my wallet crying. I never seen a 5 on any of the prices for gas, ever. As soon as we stepped into California, $5 something for premium. My mind was blown. First fill up in California was over $50. I've never filled up my car for that much, ever. And yeah, that is like good price in California. Now, for premium, $7 maybe for premium. Like we got lucky with it being only $5. So yeah, I'm hoping that all gas prices go down everywhere, because I don't know how people can like live like this for any longer. So just a breakdown of, I guess, spending if you want to do this trip, you know, wherever you're located. In my case, if you're located in Florida, I would save up maybe like $2,000 just to be safe. You're gonna spend close to half of that on just gas alone. And if you decide on staying hotels, unlike me, if you want to be more comfortable, then I would accommodate for that too. So I would just say plan accordingly, save up as much as you can, budget. You know, if you have to save somewhere, maybe getting food like we did. We got sliced bread, peanut butter and jelly, and that was basically our breakfast for the whole trip. You know, we saved money on hotels. We just did $20 showers every day and slept in our cars. So the only really expense that we had the whole trip was gas. Also have like a fun activity. Like for what we did, we got a sticker in each state. So if you want to do something like that, or if you want to get a pin in each state, you know, just do something creative to where you're not just driving the whole time. Plan like a stop, like we did. We went to a national park and some other spots you want to go to in the states along the way. Have fun with it if you're gonna do this, and create some memories. That is the key thing. And that's one thing that I learned, is that creating memories is the best thing. Take pictures, because that's the only way you're gonna fully remember something. This was one of the funnest experiences I've had, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And if you're asking, would I ever do this whole road trip again? Well, you're just gonna have to wait and see.